So, Lawrence Okolie's fight against Tony Yoka is off following Lawrence Okolie having adverse findings for his VADA test. Now, it's not been confirmed whether it is a performance-enhancing drug or not. All we know is that he's tested positive for a banned substance. Now, as I said, automatically people think banned substance, they think steroids. That's not necessarily the case. It may very well end up being the case, but as of now, we can only report on what has come out and on what's been confirmed by the governing body, by Frank Warren at Queensberry Promotions as well. The fight is off. I don't think Queensberry confirmed whether the event is going to carry on or not. But Tony Yoka v Lawrence Okolie isn't going to happen. Honestly, it wasn't even a fight that I'd really covered because it's not a fight I've got tons of interest in. Neither guy, in my opinion, is super interesting. I think Lawrence Okolie, is the WBC silver champion, so there's a bit of interest there. But Tony Yoka as a prospect really doesn't do much for me. Lawrence Okolie, again, even Lawrence Okolie as a prospect doesn't do a ton for me. He's a good boxer, but he's not really capable of world level, in my opinion, at heavyweight. Good boxer, though, and obviously, he's going to be involved in a ton of controversy now following this drug testing result. Naturally, it's tough to talk about because I don't want to be like, well, this guy's failed a drug test for steroids now. His whole career is called into disrepute. It doesn't work like that. I mean, initially because we don't even know if it's a steroid he's failed for, but also this isn't the first test he's done. So if he's passed every single test leading up to this and he fails one test, does that call your entire career into disrepute? To some people it does, to some people it doesn't. But honestly, there's not a ton more to talk about with Lawrence Okolie, unfortunately. Like I said, he has tested positive for the VADA test. Again, I can't stress enough, there's not been confirmed whether it's a performance-enhancing drug or not. As that news drops, I'll probably make a subsequent video about that and confirming what drugs it was. And if it was a steroid, then we're going to have a serious conversation about Lawrence Okolie. If it wasn't, if it was one of these medicines that he's been prescribed and now he's going to get a 6-month suspension or a 1-year suspension from medicine, then I will be a bit pissed because that does mess up the heavyweight division a bit, especially, like I said, because Lawrence Okolie is a WBC silver champion. He is, highly ranked with the WBC. You've got Usyk, Caballero, Okolie in the WBC. Those are the top three. And WBC particularly will probably be quite pissed if Lawrence Okolie does fail a drug test, he's suspended, he'll be stripped of his belt. And then, sort of that momentum Lawrence Okolie had been building at heavyweight sort of all goes to the shit. But we'll see. Stranger things have happened in boxing. Lawrence Okolie has failed a drug test. His fight with Tony Yoka is off. I'd be super curious to know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you guys think is next for Lawrence Okolie? I mean, it's hard. Honestly, it's hard to talk about because we just don't know what he's failed for. What sort of ban do you think he'll get? Do you think he'll get stripped of the belt as well? I would be super curious to know what you guys think in the comments below. Another episode of the Seth Solo Cyclist in the bag, and I'm out. Peace.